Have you ever really thought about that jar of honey sitting in your kitchen? I mean, it's so much more than just something sweet to put on your toast. It's actually this ancient substance that's just packed with scientific secrets we're only now starting to fully appreciate.
So picture this. Archaeologists are exploring these ancient Egyptian tombs, right? And they stumble upon these pots of honey that are thousands of years old. And here's the crazy part. It was still perfectly good to eat. No, this isn't a myth. It's a real documented scientific fact. So what in the world is going on here?
Is it some kind of magic, an ancient preservation technique that we've lost over time? Well, the answer is actually way more fascinating, and it all comes down to the unique chemistry of honey itself.
Honey's incredible, practically eternal shelf life is thanks to a perfect storm of three key things. First off, it has almost no water in it. This means bacteria and other nasty microorganisms just can't survive. They literally get dehydrated and die. Second, it's super acidic, which is a really hostile environment for anything trying to grow. And third, well, the bees add a little something special.
Yeah, that secret ingredient comes straight from the bees. See, in their stomachs, they have this enzyme called glucose oxidase. When they're turning nectar into honey, this enzyme creates something called hydrogen peroxide. And yes, you heard that right, it's pretty much the same stuff you'd find in a first aid kit. It acts as a powerful antiseptic, keeping the honey completely sterile.
So all these properties don't just make honey last forever, they actually turn it into a tiny, potent natural pharmacy. Let's dive into how these same scientific facts make honey an absolute powerhouse for healing.
For literally centuries, people have used honey as a wound dressing. But it's not just an old folk remedy. Today, doctors in Western medicine are using it to treat serious burns and nasty skin infections. It kills bacteria, cuts down on inflammation, and actually helps new skin grow back, often without leaving any scars. It's a perfect example of its antiseptic power at work.
And think about the last time you had a nasty cough. Well, recent studies have actually shown that a simple spoonful of honey can be more effective at calming a cough than a lot of those over-the-counter syrups. And the best part? It does it naturally without any of the weird side effects. By the way, if you're finding these facts interesting, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps support the channel.
And its protective powers don't stop there. Honey has been shown to be great at fighting gum inflammation and even tooth decay because it kills all that harmful bacteria in your mouth. And, that same antibacterial action is what makes it such a classic, amazing remedy for a sore throat.
But honey's power isn't just for things on the outside. It actually has a pretty profound effect on our internal systems too. It acts like a natural regulator for some of our body's most important jobs.
For instance, scientists have seen that a daily dose of honey can help regulate heart function. It's also been used to treat chronic constipation really effectively, without any side effects. And maybe the most important one, it gives our immune system a serious boost, making it way better at fighting off illnesses.
And listen to this quote from cancer specialist Dr. Glennis Round. It's just astounding. She says that they use honey to treat some skin cancers because it can penetrate the skin and get at the disease in a way that even some of our best medicines can't. It's thought to work by firing up the body's own immune response. Just incredible.
The benefits even reach our minds. Honey has compounds that have a calming effect on the nervous system. You know that old remedy of a spoonful in warm water or milk before bed? It's a classic for a reason. It's a great, natural way to help with insomnia and can even help reduce stress and anxiety.
Okay, so with all these incredible benefits, you might be wondering, does it actually matter what kind of honey you buy? Well, according to science, it absolutely does. Not all honey is created equal.
Scientists have basically confirmed a clear ranking. At the very top, you've got mountain honey. That's the highest quality. Right below that is honey from wild forests and prairies. And then you have the standard honey that comes from man-made apiaries. The rule seems to be, the more wild and natural the source, the more potent the honey.
Now, what's really fascinating is that this exact scientific ranking was described over 1,400 years ago in the Quran. It lists the homes of bees in the exact same order of quality. First the mountains, then the trees, and finally the structures that people built. It's a pretty remarkable parallel between an ancient text and modern research.
All right, we've talked about all the amazing things honey can do, but now we need to cover a very, very serious warning. Because for one specific group of people, honey isn't just unhelpful, it can be downright life-threatening.
I mean, with a substance that's so natural and powerful, you'd probably think it's safe for absolutely everyone, from the very old to the very young, but that assumption would be dangerously wrong.
I really cannot stress this enough. You must never, ever
Under any circumstances, give honey to a child who is under 1 year old. This is a critical piece of health information that every single parent and caregiver needs to know.
Okay, here's why. Honey can sometimes contain these dormant spores of a bacteria called Clostridium botulinum. Now, in a grown-up's mature digestive system, these spores are harmless. They just pass right through. But an infant's gut is still developing, and it just can't handle them. The spores can wake up, start to grow, and release a powerful toxin that causes a rare but very serious illness called infant botulism.
So after diving deep into the science of this ancient superfood, what are the most important things to walk away with?
Okay, let's break it down. First, honey is a legitimate natural medicine, all thanks to its unique chemistry: low water, high acidity, and that hydrogen peroxide. Second, if you're looking for those health benefits, go for the good stuff from wild sources like mountain honey. And finally, the most crucial takeaway. While honey is an amazing healer for adults, it is strictly 100% off limits for babies under 1.
When you really think about it, honey is this perfect example of an ancient superfood whose mysteries are finally being unlocked by modern science. It's truly a gift from nature, and like any powerful tool, we just have to use it wisely.
Hey, if you learned something new in this explainer, make sure you subscribe to Zero Facts and hit that like button. It really helps us out a lot.
And now, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite way to use honey? Is it for your health, in a special recipe, or maybe something totally different? Let us know down in the comments below.